if you link my Twitter post or retweet my Twitter post, that will be a big help if you can't sub. I really appreciate that if you could do that, if you wanted to support me any shape, way or form. So let me just grab that link for you now. So yeah, if you retweet my... Oh, Kruger with those 100 cheeky bits.
Snowballs.
Cheeky snowballs. Thank you so much, my friend. I really appreciate those bits. It means a lot to me. So yeah, if you retweet my Twitter link, if you can't sub, that will help support me as well. So I'd really appreciate that. If you would like to support me in any shape, way or form, retweeting my Twitter posts, that would mean a lot to me, either way. On the beta site, it shows $4.99. Oh, really? That beta site, I don't understand why they release it. I know it's beta, but literally, I went to use it the other day, and literally everything was broken on there. I was just like, why are they even releasing it if half of it doesn't even work? I don't get it. I really don't. But hey, it's always the same though, isn't it, really? But it's all good. But yeah. So guys, if you are on beta, switch over to the main one. Otherwise, you end up paying double the price. Oh, it corrects automatically. Oh, there you go then. So that's not too bad then. But yeah, for people who are on the beta, it is still half price regardless. Making a roast dinner tonight. Awesome. What roast dinner are you making? Blazed right through sub-September into October. I know. Can't believe where September has gone. It's been absolutely crazy. Been crazy times. So we're going to do a few more here. So, cheeky little snowballs. Thank you so much for those 100 bits, guys. Kruger and Athena. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it. So, I mean, you could do these smaller if you really wanted to. You can roll them to whatever size you whatever you prefer, to be honest, guys. I'm going to turn this down a little bit. So, I got sausages and mash, no gravy. You don't like gravy with mash, do you, Tux? We found that out the other day. So, not too far from finishing these off. So, whichever. So, into nice little balls. So, this is quite simple, very straightforward to kind of make. It's nothing complicated. So, you know, definitely. It's a very easy dish. Very unhealthy though, but very tasty at the same time. So, I wouldn't want to eat this in like kind of large amounts. As much as I made here, but this will get incorporated across the family and friends and things, so I'm not too concerned. My kids love Yorkshire puddings. I can't use milk in my house anymore. How come you can't use milk in your house anymore? Another gamer girl. Why is that? Why can't you use milk? Oh, I'd still put Yorkshire puddings sometimes. Sometimes if I fancy like Yorkshire puddings and I'm having chicken and stuff, I'll just make them anyway. But yeah, usually traditionally with beef. But what's stopping you from having them with chicken? There's no right or wrong with it. Dairy intolerant? Right, in that case, I will make a suggestion to you, my friend. Instead of using milk, you can use almond milk. I've used them before and they've turned out pretty decent. I use almond milk, unsweetened, unroasted, so it's got like no sugar in there. It's got no fat at all. Well, it has got fat in there, but low fats. And it's a great source of calcium, antioxidant. So I use that instead of the milk. And yeah, they come out fantastic, come out really, really good. I usually do mine in Bellini pans, so they come out massive. And I mean by Bellini pans, they're like called egg pans, probably. So yeah, they're really, really good. So what about soy milk? I've never tried soy milk, so I can't really say to you like, yeah, they taste brilliant or they come out fantastic. So I guess it's what I've used myself more than anything. I didn't see why not. Give it a try and see what happens. But I do find that the almond milk worked out fantastic, so I don't see why it shouldn't. Give it a go. and see how you find it. Obviously, it's going to be slightly, maybe a different texture, slightly compared to normal milk, but you know, it's not going to be ever so bad. Right, so what we're going to do, let's go a little bit of washing up on the go, guys, so we can get that on the go. I'm going to leave these aside. Delicious. Very different. Right, I'm going to cling film that. Oh wow. Kruger. Dude, thank you so much for the £5 tip. That's so lovely of you, my friend. Thank you so much for the support. Can we get some love and hype in chat, guys? I'd really appreciate it. I've got no almond milk in the house at all. I'll try it. Okay, no problem, my friend. But yeah, it's just trying to find different alternatives. There are a few alternatives out there. Kruger, dude, thank you so much for that £5 tip. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much for the support, my friend. It's so lovely of you, and I really appreciate it ever so much. So that will go towards the fees for me moving to the US. So thank you so much again for the dedication and support you show me. Appreciate it, and thank you to everyone else as well for all the dedication and support I get from you guys. Honestly, I really do appreciate it ever so much. Thank you again, guys. Appreciate it more than I can express. Lives in a barn. How's it going, my friend? How are things with you? So, I mean, I suppose you could probably put chocolate in here to an extent. I suppose you could use some cocoa powder mixed in through them if you want to kind of like, you know, change it up a little bit. Really up to you. Now, usually these are coated in desiccated coconut as well. So, let's have a look. I've got a little bit in here. So you usually roll these in a little bit of desiccated coconut. I don't think they're going to stick though. That's the only thing. Unless they will. Because these are these cool down very quick unless you have to roll them very quickly and then do it. Or unless you've got to cool it down. I don't know. So, but you can roll them in desiccated coconut as well. So, you know, entirely up to you what you want to do. Or you can even roll them in like some cinnamon if you wanted to. I'm going to roll a few of them in desiccated coconut, and then I'm going to probably do a few in cinnamon as well. So, you know, we're going to have a little bit of elaboration on this more than anything. So yeah, just roll them in your hands and then just kind of make sure they're all rolled. As I said, if you've got gloves, use gloves. But I haven't got any gloves in the house, so as I said, I've washed my hands very well, so either way, whatever works for you guys. You know, but it is very important. If you're not using gloves, just make sure you do wash your hands very well. Looking for a new job this week. So nervous. I hope I can find something. Dude, lots of positivity, and I hope you do find a new job. I'm sure you will. I always think like everything happens for like a reason. So I'm sure you will find something. Maybe, you know when you're finding a job and you can't find anything, but there's always a reason why you can't find it. And that's usually because there's a job probably waiting for you and it's stopping you getting from another job. Does that make sense? So don't worry, I'm sure you will. Just keep persevering and I'm sure you will find something, my friend. I'm sure it will work out either way. So, but I hope that goes well for you. I really want to dip them into melted chocolate. Yeah, you could do if you really wanted to. Especially if it's been a bit of a treat day. You could definitely dip them in chocolate or coat them in cinnamon. You can even dice up some, when you're making this mix, right? You can dice up some like raisins or some dried fruit and put them going through it as well. Maybe some like diced up cherries, or you know, you could put whatever you want in them really, with all honesty, so it's entirely up to you. Caught me lurking. Lovely. Good morning, Manders. Good morning, darling. How are you? Love you loads. How are things with you, darling? Did you sleep well? I hope you're doing good. So, currently got the curry on the go. Yeah, my fiance knows what my my curry's like. I made her a lamb curry when I was over in last December, wasn't it? Made you a lamb lamb curry for you and the family. So, I'm good. Love you too. Love you loads, darling. So, let's get that all round up. Steam buns? Where did steam buns come from? What about steam buns, Wolfie? So, I'm going to roll this up. So we got these all coating around the desiccated coconut. So what other condiments are you making to the curry, or you were making? So today, so it's going to be a bit of a long special stream. So we're going to be making samosas. We're also going to be making pakoras, onion bhajis. I'm also going to do some like flavoured rice. I haven't decided what flavoured rice I'm doing yet. We're just going to go wing it and see what I decide to do later on. Maybe some turmeric rice or some savoury rice. We'll see. And what else are we going to be doing? We've got some naan breads I'm going to be making as well today. So from scratch. So and some mint yogurt, some mango chutney. So yeah, we've got a lot to do today, which is going to be fun. So I hope you guys are going to enjoy it. We've made the lay doughs now, which is good. So we can put them aside or pop them in the fridge. So sounding so good. I'm glad you're enjoying it. They look like steam buns on the paper. No, these are definitely not steam buns, Wolfie. These are coconut lay doughs. So it's basically got condensed milk, desiccated coconut, and which I've blended down into a nice, like, kind of, I suppose it's like a kind of like a coconut flour, but if you get fresh coconut would be the best. Bit of ghee, and that's it. Pretty much it. Very straightforward. Sweet, I never made naans before. Yeah, I mean, they're great fun to make. So, you know, you got to make sure you get a hot oven and you don't leave them in too long. So, you know, we'll get that done for sure. So let's get these all rolled up. These little tiny snowballs. Not quite Christmas yet. But yeah, this is more of like an Indian kind of sweet or dessert that they have. So absolutely fantastic. Oh, you've eaten them. Fantastic. Did you like them, Wolfie? They've got quite a lot of fat in them. I'm not going to lie to you. Due to the ghee and the coconut itself and the condensed coconut, the condensed milk as well. So these are very, very extremely unhealthy for you, but they're nice to make. Do you know what I mean? I wanted to give it a try to see what they were like. So, but yeah, they're not the most healthiest things out there. But you know, it's nice to have these things now and again, as I said. I think she made them using ground chickpeas. Okay, that's very different. Yeah, now usually ladoos are made with coconut. But that sounds like a savoury one, so very, very different. What did she use instead of condensed milk then, instead of chickpeas? So how did she bind it together instead of using the condensed coconut milk? That's quite intriguing. Captigas, thank you so much for the follow. Really appreciate it. How are you doing this morning? Hope you're doing well. Appreciate that follow. Hope you're enjoying the stream. Wonderful. So there's not much coconut left on here, but that's fine. I got a little bit more, but I don't really want to waste it. So I'm just going to help bind these last few together. Oh, that curry smells so good, guys. The flavours are starting to come out of it now. It's smelling really, really good. It smells delicious. So just folding these over, putting these in. Awesome. So that's all the coconut ladoos done. So let's have a look, see what one's like. Very interesting, very different, but very tasty at the same time. I suppose you gotta like coconut to like this. Definitely. If you don't like coconut, you're a little bit buggered. No, it had condensed milk. Oh, right, with chickpeas. Very different. And coconut, but she was making everything with chickpeas. Oh, right. I'd be quite intrigued to try it to see what that's like. Sounds very, very different. Sounds interesting. But yeah, that goes to show you can make anything then with ladoos. So